we have here a reservoir that starts 1/6 full of water, and then during the rainy season, it fills up more from either rain or runoff from the mountains or whatever, and now it's 2/3 full of water. And in this problem, I want to know what's the nearest estimate for how much water volume could be stored at the reservoir maximum. Like if it's overflowing the brim, how much water do we have in it? Okay, so the way to figure this one out is to focus on the key bit of information that we're given. First of all, how full does it start? How full does it end? But here's the key piece. 1,210 megaliters. Now, a megaliter is just a measure of volume, right? It's a million liters, which it's a lot of water. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to set up some equation to express this sentence right here, going from 1/6 full to 2/3 full. And that difference is 1,210. So imagine that you have a reservoir volume of X. Okay, so I'm going to say X equals volume. And now let's try to set up the information in an equation. I'm going to say that 2/3 X, which is the volume at the end of the winter, minus 1/6 X, okay, and that was the volume at the summer. So I'm going to say this is the final volume, and this is the initial volume. The result of that is 1,210 megaliters, okay? And this is simply what we were told in this problem. Now let's go ahead and solve that, okay? I can do a little factoring on the left-hand side. I can factor out X as my GCF, right? So I get this. X times 2/3 minus 1/6 equals 1,210. And now if I want X by itself, that's the total volume of the reservoir. That's what I'm looking for. I just need to divide by this thing. Well, it's not really in a great form for dividing. Why don't we try simplifying this a little bit first? I'm going to get common denominators and say this is 4/6 minus 1/6. And that, in turn, looks like 3/6. Okay, so now this is better. I can simplify this easier than before. I'm going to multiply each side by 6. Okay, those 6's cross out on the left, and that's going to give me, let's see what we get, 3x equals, oh boy, that's, hold on, 6 times 12, 10, let me make sure I get these right, 7,260 megaliters. Now, last step, I want x by itself, so I try to isolate it by dividing each side by 3. Okay, 7,260 divided by 3. So that means x equals 2,420 megaliters of water. Maximum capacity for this reservoir.